What's going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown episode 104. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Chris Seeley.
Hello.
Carlos Romero.
Yo, what's up?
And Brett Murdock.
What's up, people?
Yo, man, I got an Emilio over here, man. It's crazy.
Oh, shit.
Live, baby. So, yeah, why are you here?
Why am I here? Because I'm here for the Comic-Con. I got the table, which is finally, I get to know it is I won.
Interesting.
It seems like each episode I have a different table for you. But yes, this is confirmed. I am I1. You can find me there with Kari Randolph.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be at Comic-Con running around. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be there too much because I got a Square Enix event. And then I got Resident Evil 7 in VR, people. That's going to be scary. And they got to run back home and do some work. But yeah, it should be fun, you know. I want to jump right into it because, okay, so people, this was going on since Manny and I have to be at Comic-Con. We're going to keep this episode a little shorter than usual, you know, because we got to get sleep and shit. But we got to do some house cleaning on top of that, which I didn't properly prepare for. So we have a contest winner for Metal Gear.
Nice.
You know, actually, you know who it is? Remember that dude we had on the podcast like in June, our fan? Mm-hmm. He got it. His favorite Metal Gear game is Metal Gear Solid 4.
Nice. What was it about the game that he liked?
He said that he liked the way it wrapped up the entire story and all that. Mm-hmm. You know, so there you go. So congratulations to him. And I contact him, so I'll give him his prize. Nobody gave a shit about the Warthog.
Really? Nobody wants to no. You don't want to drive around a Warthog in Forza? Come on, guys.
Yeah. I think it's because our fans are PlayStation fans.
Shit, I want to drive a Warthog around in Forza.
Dude, it's funny. Actually, yesterday I found it in the game.
Oh, you did?
Like, it's just on a random beach. So, but it's only for an event. Like, if you want to like keep it, you can't do that. Yo, man, that Warthog felt nice though.
Oh shit.
It felt really good, man. I liked it. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is a little bit of a continuation of something we talked about on Throwdown your questions. We got to talk about this Titanfall shit. You know, for you guys who may not know. What happened, Brett?
Is this still going on?
Yes, Brett, it's still going on.
Yes.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
No, nobody wants to play games. Nobody wants to do anything else but complain about this dumb shit.
Well, maybe if we had more games coming out, people would play more games.
Maybe even though Forza's out, Gears of War is coming out. I guess Recor's out. These guys, I guess, you know, it's funny. These guys are always talking about how great their games lineup is. Why aren't they playing their games? I don't get it.
Are they talking about how great their games lineup is or is compared to ours? Because, like, man, gaming is nothing like it was back in the golden age. Like, games used to come out, like, every fucking month. There'd be, like, 1-2 games dropped. You're like, oh, shit, here it comes. Now I'm sitting around like, man, I can't play my old game collection since Rachel died. So I'm just like, all right, man, I'm just waiting for something new that I'm excited for. Waiting.
You're still waiting.
He's still, well, you know, these guys, they're always boasting about, you know, the greatness of their stuff, but they're not playing it. But anyway, so just to recap for anybody who may not know, so one of the developers of Titanfall, he decided to post a picture of one of the game discs because they finally got game disc in, right?
Yep.
He posts a picture of the PS4 version of Titanfall. Everybody goes fucking crazy. Oh, you guys betrayed a Respawn. We're the ones that brought you up, you know, ignoring the fact that PC people also bought Titanfall. You know, so they're just going livid and stuff like, oh, you guys aren't honoring the marketing deal between Microsoft and Respawn. And it's like, it's a developer. He doesn't have to honor shit. He has to pimp his game, you know? And then what really sent these fans going crazy was he said, green discs aren't as sexy. People were like, how dare you say that? He's mocking. These guys just went fucking nuts, right? Then you come to find out, right? Green disc, quote unquote, green disc is the name of Microsoft, like manufactured disc, right? You know what's on it? Literally, it's a blank disc with some letters on it. That's not sexy. The PlayStation 4, on the other hand, the pre-release disc actually has graphics on it. So are you going to show a disc that has nothing on it or something with something on it? You know, you're going to do that.
Oh, nobody took the time to figure out what he meant by that. They meant like green like Microsoft discs aren't as sexy. Bro, fuck you.
Yeah. No, Brett, you're going to love this. They had to explain this because people were so mad. It's like, guys, what green disc means is this. We weren't talking about Microsoft, but the damage had already been done. People were just going,
oh, yeah. No, when the pitchforks and torches are out, nobody's going to put them away once somebody starts getting reasonable.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, some of them shut up, but the vast majority just kept going, you know. And yes, it's a week later. People are still going on about this shit.
So how many pre-orders have been canceled? It's like,
man, it's like if you enjoyed the game, then why are you turning off your pre-order? Seriously.
Oh no, the best part is like they said, "Oh, I had already pre-ordered the game, but now because of this, I'm going to cancel it. This game sucked anyway." But you pre-ordered it. You know, no, they did play. There's a stupid beta out and stuff. But if you played the beta and you thought it was shit and you still pre-ordered it, now you're canceling it because of the picture?
So does that say you were only buying it because you were, you know, hurrah Team Microsoft?
I don't know. And then Brett, you know, you and I talked about this yesterday. They're trying to say that the game has been dumbed down because it's on PlayStation, because PlayStation 4 players are not as adept as Xbox players. They had to dumb it down for those guys.
Wow, anything to fit a narrative, right? It's just ridiculous.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying. This is the kind of like crazy zealot stuff you hear in other stuff, like politics and religion or whatever. Like, but to hear it in gaming is ridiculous. It saddens me that you could spread a narrative like that's that ignorant and that like just in their own fantasy.
Well, the stupidity should be self-evident, right? Like, that's what I was getting on Tony with. I was like, Titanfall is primarily a multiplayer game, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's not cross-platform, right?
Nope.
No. So how are they going to dumb down 90% of your experience, you fuckwit?
It's like what, like the dumbing down the experience. What are they going to make you shoot and move with this, like the thumbstick? Like it's the same fucking controller pretty much, and it's people play the same all the time. It's like
I think they were talking in terms of like level design and AI and things like that. Like you don't actually like dumb down the game because people who buy PlayStation only crack an IQ of 90 and they can't understand hitting more than 3 or 2 buttons at a single time. Like that taxes their brains. It's like it's that. If you honestly believe that, then you are a hateful, detached from reality type person, and I don't know what to tell you. But no, they didn't simplify the mechanics of the game. No, they didn't simplify the AI of the game. And if they did, turn up the fucking difficulty. And even then, it wouldn't affect your multiplayer 90% of the time. Like the thing you were arguing about is inherently stupid if you take the time to think it through to any kind of logical conclusion. I'm still waiting for anybody to tell me how, in what fucking goddamn way, this game could possibly be dumbed down.
Well, no, Brett, I'm trying to tell you, they made the controls simple because PlayStation 4 owners are just not as skilled as Xbox guys. That's what they're trying to say.
How did they simplify the controllers?
Who know, Brett, you said it already. There's no logic here. According to them, the game's been dumbed down, but they never explain how it's been dumbed down. It's just
also
dumbed down.
The narrative always assumes that it's just a console version. Realize there's a PC version of this game.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, remember, these guys were saying it was Xbox guys that put Respawn and Titanfall on the map. What about the PC guys?
Yeah.
They don't count.
I would agree for the most part that it was the Xbox guys. I remember that shit launching, and I remember kind of being like, this game looks like it's going to suck. This game looks like it's going to suck. Everybody says it's going to be, this is going to be the next big thing. This is going to be the next big thing. And like 3 weeks later, nobody was playing it anymore. Like, I remember it.
It was also the Xbox fan base that forced the game to go multiplat and go to PS4.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's true because they didn't buy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they didn't buy it, and the people who did buy it didn't play it after the first week.
Yeah,
it's like that shit was dead right after it came out.
It's crazy. You're right. It wasn't even a month, 3 weeks. That's it. Nobody cared about the game anymore.
Yeah, so don't feel too entitled when the game doesn't owe you anything, especially when a developer shows a picture of something that they don't owe you anything either.
I don't understand this. It's like, how can we keep having this conversation that with Xbox guys that once you pay your $60, that's it. That's the end of your commitment. You get a disc in your hand or you get a code, and that's it. There's nothing else for you. You don't get a pin. You don't get a banana sticker on your report card. There's nothing for you anymore. Respawn doesn't owe you jack, and you don't owe them jack. You don't owe any loyalty. If the game sucks, then you're out $60, and if it's great, good for you. Then you spent your money wisely. But determine that before you put down your money, and secondly, be secure in your choices. If you enjoy your Xbox, you should be secure enough that other people get to enjoy it who didn't choose your platform. They play on PC, they play on PS4. If you are confident that Xbox is the superior choice to you, then you should have no problem that other people are playing this game. It's because you are insecure. It's because your penis is you can't be found using an electron microscope that you think that you are losing out because more people get to play the same game. That is ridiculous. That is so small-minded and petty and ridiculous and infantile. It blows my mind that I have to share this platform with you. People that are that stupid. You want to know who is stupid and unskilled? You. Anyone who is saying this.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Here's the funny thing, right? Okay, go ahead, Brad. Go ahead.
I want to cut right to the point. To all the people who are saying these kinds of things, I have a message for you. You're not special. I know you think that you are. I know your mom told you that you are. And I know you think that you're this unique little snowflake with a point of view that we all need to be enlightened by. But here's the fucking thing. You're not. You're a collection of bits that everybody has seen before. The parts that you're made of, we're all fucking aware of. They may be a unique assembling of them, but we're all pretty fucking aware of the parts that are there and the ideas that you're putting forth. So quit thinking you're inventing the fucking Renaissance here. Like it's your hate mongering is just stupid.
I don't know, Brett. I kind of disagree with you a little bit. I think these people actually are special, but not in the way you're thinking. Oh my God, it's crazy. But here's the thing, okay, because they're saying this game sucks now. It's been dumbed down. I guarantee you, if it was the exact same game, no difference, the exact same game, but it was exclusive, it'd be great. It'd be fantastic to them.
The next big thing, man.
It's crazy, but this is the kind of shit we got to deal with in the gaming industry now, These fucking fanboys, ruining it, And that's why I purposely made my Twitter picture that fucking disc. Well, you know how many people I triggered because of that? And then the best part was people coming in going, bro, you're seriously getting upset over a fucking picture? Really? That's a console war picture? Prove my point. These guys are a bunch of sensitive little bitches.
Exactly.
I hate to ran the parade or play devil advocate, but like I think at a certain point maybe we're being too hard. Like we're just now being swing the pendulum back the other way and being just as aggressive. Like the only way out of this pit is the high road, and that's just that. Look, I understand that you want your thing to win, and I understand that you have personal investment tied to it, but you're not a brand. None of us are a fucking brand. The ideas that you're bringing forward to the table are not unique. They're worth being talked about if you talk about them in a civilized manner and can be an adult. Otherwise, you go fucking sit at the kids' table. And all this console war fanboy bullshit, like, it's not a bad thing. It used to be a sense of competition. It used to be a sense of loyalty that you gave somebody, a company, the benefit of the doubt if they put out a bad game. Like, man, that sequel sucked, but I still like BioWare.
Right, like, but we didn't have social media to share those opinions with infants, right? Before you were with your buddies. If you were 16 and enjoying Super Nintendo, your buddy was 16 and enjoying Sega Genesis. So you are the same age, so you are at the same developmental level and the same level of maturity and enjoying pretty much the same things, right? Now I have to share Twitter with some 6-year-old whose balls haven't dropped, who thinks Xbox is superior and Phil Spencer's his friend, and it's ridiculous.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
Chris, I have to correct you though. The problem is a lot of these Xbox guys aren't 16 years old. They're grown men. Men our age, men older than us.
It doesn't matter though.
Because like, I would get my bus pass and go on the regular bus, and you would be packed on the blue bus. So now I got to share Twitter with you.
Like what? Like the thing I guess I don't understand is, at what point did reality decide to validate this? At what point, like, And was it a slippery slope? At what point did we start saying, like, yeah, tweets are things that actually matter? We're going to start putting them on game boxes and things like that. Or when did the roving mob of social media, like, gain power? And when did we all stop looking at them being like, look at that bunch of ass-tards, and, like, start, like, letting them do stuff? That's it. I feel like I went to sleep, and maybe that's the case. Maybe this whole fucking cancer thing, like, I looked down and I wasn't paying attention. I feel like I went to sleep and I woke back up, and all of a sudden there's like just a million 5-year-olds everywhere, and they're yelling so loud that everybody's listening to them. And I'm like, why are any of us doing this? What at one point we had all agreed to be like, no, fuck you, that's stupid, and your idea is stupid. Like, don't be hateful, don't be stupid, don't be hurtful, don't lash out at people, have a civilized discussion, or go the fuck home. Like,
I don't know, man. I think that ended the day internet forums were introduced. All this shit that we see is the same crap we always saw on internet forums. It's just now social media, which is faster, you know?
Oh, no, but see, I remember when the internet fights broke out, and people would laugh because they're like, oh, look, it's a forum fight. It's an internet fight. It's like a geek slap fight with no end result. Like, it wasn't taken seriously. Now fucking Anita Sarkeesian is talking to the UN, and I don't know how the fuck we got here. Yeah. And I realize I'm deviating from the original point. But, like, when did the idiot, like, I realized that the meek shall inherit the earth. When did the idiots inherit the keys to the kingdom, man?
2010. I'm putting a date on it. Like 2009, 2010, man. That's when, like, Twitter really peaked and stuff. And I think, because remember, after that, that's when, like, news outlets, and I've done this myself, looked at tweets and made news stories out of them. You know,
okay.
That's how it is now, man.
I think here's what I think we all need to do. And I'm sorry that I have not been paying attention, and I'm sorry I have not, I guess, been here to fucking help negate some of this shit. Here's what we all need to do. When somebody puts forth information, take that information and apply critical thought to that information. If that information comes across as stupid or not holding weight, give them a chance to support it. If they don't, just shake your head at them and exile them from the conversation. Just ignore them. Pretend they're not there and continue on with your normal, productive, everyday lives. Just no, bad. You go
like a dog.
Yeah. Like, we just all need to stop tolerating this shit. It's like fucking reality TV. They're going to keep putting it on if we keep looking at it.
Yeah, but you and I both know that shit is not going to stop. It's going to keep on escalating, you know? That's just how the world works.
Oh, man, I'm going to start a movement for fucking de-escalation. I'm starting it right here and right now. Like, we can't get down and call all these people idiots because of their decisions, but Jesus fucking Christ, get your priorities in order.
Oh, man. All right, so let's move on here. Next up, so after, I guess, a bunch of months, mods are finally coming to the PS4 version of Fallout 4 and Skyrim. Now, we had talked about this before, right, where Sony basically said, no mods are allowed on the console. And, you know, they didn't specify, but we guessed that since Bethesda puts out these buggy-ass games, they probably weren't queuing their mods, so Sony wasn't trying to have those mods on there, you know, given what was happening with the Xbox mods, how they were fucking systems up, you know? So I guess they reached some kind of deal with each other, and now you're going to have mods on Skyrim first and then Fallout 4 later, you know? That's a good thing. Obviously, I'm not going to get into that, but yes, Brett, this turned into console war shit too on Twitter. I had to deal with this shit while I was writing stories today, you know, because now, you know,
there's a valid point buried in there. It has nothing to do with which console that you're on. It has to do with
but Brett, these guys were using it. The Xbox guys were using that as ammo. This is why our console's better. We have mods. We're your mods.
My reply would be like,
it's a valid point
on PC, so.
Yeah, they were on PC, you know. But now
it's a valid point. But then I would say to the Xbox guys, like, where are all your mods in regards to the guys with the PCs?
Yeah,
like it's funny. Like, yeah, I will give it to you. I don't know what the fuck happened with PlayStation and dropping the ball on those mods, but like that was not cool. And I'm glad that people raised enough fuss to hold them accountable. And it wasn't appropriate for Sony to try and back out on a promise that they made. That's not cool.
It wasn't Sony though. It was Bethesda. You know, I lay this firmly at the feet of Bethesda.
You know what? No, because Bethesda had, you know, for better or for worse, regardless of what you think the mods were, they were on Xbox and they weren't on PlayStation.
Fucked up on Xbox.
You know what? For better or for worse, I said they were there.
Okay.
If you're talking about strictly the ammunition of like one person had them and one person didn't, like yeah, and maybe it was a bad idea. And like you look on Microsoft, and so like as a Sony guy, I will look at the Microsoft guy and I'll be like, yep, I tip my hat to you. You're right on that one. We kind of got boned on that. But the second you start like pulling your suspenders and feeling too big for your britches, I will point out to you the much larger PC guy who's pointing out to you that they have 4 times the mods, and the fact that every time you go on a forum, you come across as a whiny, petulant, entitled child and have caused modders to actually quit modding because of your incessant demands for everything to work perfectly on your Xbox, and then downloading things meant for PC instead, and then getting mad when it bricks your Xbox. There's that guy there who's looking down on you 7 times as much as you're looking down on me. So if you really want to be keeping score, like, we both got fucking trounced there. But at least at the same time, like, and Tony could bring up the point, like, we didn't get broken mods. They didn't open the floodgates and allow us to go and dick over our own systems. Maybe that's protecting us from our own stupidity, but it happened with Microsoft. And for all of your hemming and hawing and gloating, that's the fucking problem, because I was on the mod forums of Skyrim when all this shit was going down, and you Xbox motherfuckers were the fucking problem. Downloading the shit that you weren't supposed to download, not reading the fucking instructions, not understanding how things work, not understanding that mods are by and large, by their very nature, unstable, and you have to install them in certain orders. People just fucking throwing things on their Xbox and be like, it doesn't work, and I don't know why, because you didn't take the time to fucking read it, you dipshit.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I'm glad you bring that up, because the mods on PS4 are going to be, they're not going to be as robust as, you know, they are on Xbox or PC. You can only use mods that are like assets that are within the actual game. You know what I mean? You can't upload other assets and put them in there. So that's how they're keeping things regulated. Remember, at the end of the day, Sony is a Japanese company. These guys are very strict about their shit, you know? Yeah. So I understand where they're coming from, you know? But I guess at the end of the day, it's good. Everybody gets mods now, you know?
Mod.
Yeah, here's something. I'm reading the Bethesda press release.
Yeah.
And it says Skyrim will have these features when it launches October 28th. And it says, the new power of the PlayStation 4 has allowed us to make Skyrim render in native 4K.
Yes.
So is Skyrim going to be in native 4K?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's a good say. Do we need to say anything more about mods?
Nope.
No.
Okay. That's the second part I want to get to. Yes, they said Skyrim, you know, and that's Fallout 4. Skyrim is going to be native 4K. That's pretty crazy, because remember that it was supposed to be checkerboard rendering. But no, apparently not. And then think about this. Well, Last of Us, another last-gen game, is also native. So I'm guessing last-gen games are going to be native 4K. I guess they can be, right? Because they're not as like powerful or whatever.
Yeah, lower polys, you know, lower texture resolution. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, pretty significant, which is hilarious, because all these guys are running around saying that PS4, you know, Sony's lying, that it doesn't do 4K at all, and there it is.
We'll still have to see about that. I don't know if because native is the key word. Native, you can upscale to 4K pretty easily, but if you do native 4K processing, then it means that you're rendering the whole game in that resolution, and it takes a lot of power to do that. So I don't know. I'm really skeptical about this, but who knows? Maybe
all you have to do is turn off your brain and just make up something like secret sauce, or the PlayStation has extra mayonnaise or something. Just turn it off, and it's going to run at 20 teraflops. Just make up shit, you know? You can just live in Candyland. Like, just enjoy it. Just say, native 4K, and the PS4 Pro can also make pancakes. It's like a George Foreman grill, too. That's why it has 2 decks.
Yeah. But here's my question to you guys. How could they make the game like, man, you passing out over there? Look at this guy, man. I caught that shit. So, yeah, like, okay, how could they possibly make it native 4K if they can do it?
Well, they can't. Like, it's pretty easy to make the game 4K. They just have to raise up the resolution on their, on their game, the textures and everything. But the problem is when the PS4 Pro is trying to render all those 4K like textures and stuff, it's gonna have a hard time. It's not really that powerful.
Here's what I'm thinking, because I don't know if you guys know how Tomb Raider is going to be doing 4K. They have 3 options, basically. You have it at 4K, but you have to turn off a bunch of effects. You can have it at 1080p and have all those effects. And then you can have, like, the most effects and best, like, textures possible at 30 frames. So you think it'll be 4K, but you have to turn off a bunch of shit?
That's the only way I can see them doing that, because Skyrim is like a huge ass game, and it's not that I haven't played it in a while, but I'm pretty sure my PC would still, have to friggin' fight to push that game to 4K in a decent frame rate.
Yeah, and remember, they never mentioned anything about frame rates. They just said 4K. So this thing could be running at 30 frames. It could have, it could have all those effects turned off, right? Because I think we could all agree you can't have like a full-blown Skyrim running at 4K on PS4 Pro. No way. You're gonna have to make some compromises. But there you go. And Fallout 4, I don't know if they said it's gonna be at that is gonna be at 4K, but they didn't say native 4K. They said 4K is gonna have better graphics or whatever. So we'll see. I hope they get better animation, but that's probably not gonna happen.
No, the animations aren't gonna get it better. They're gonna be still as stiff and awkward as they usually are.
Yeah. Yes. All right, moving on here. So this is another interesting one. So the No Man's Sky subreddit was shut down and brought back a couple hours later. It was shut down by the person who originally created it because of too much quote-unquote toxicity. Because people just go in there talking shit, as usual. And again, I asked, what is it about this game that gets people so insane like that? I don't get it.
They feel betrayed. That's what it is.
But why did they put so much hope into the game? I don't get that.
See, that's the biggest problem right there. That's at that moment when I started seeing all that stuff in there, I'm like, this game isn't what they're making it out to be.
Yo, man, they're doing a rope-a-dope.
Yeah, they kind of rope-a-doped you.
Yeah,
why does an ocean deep as a puddle? And I think people really hate it because when you see the trailers and everything like that, it's kind of like going to a movie where all the good parts were in the trailer.
We've seen that too.
Yeah. We're just like, man, like there was nothing else there. Like, yeah, I got to fly from the surface of a planet into space. Like that was cool the first time. Like flying down directly onto the surface of a planet, like that was cool too. Like finding alien species, like that was cool. And then finding alien species looked pretty much kind of the same. You're like, oh, okay, well that's I guess different. And like it became more lackluster the more you dug down. Like what you could see in the first 5 minutes was pretty much all there was to the game. And so that makes for great trailers and stuff, but like once you start playing it, you're just like, I'm bored.
Yeah, this game was like the perfect storm to get criticism, because not only was it like super hyped up with a lot of failed promises, it was also an exclusive, and not only an exclusive, it was a PlayStation exclusive. So it's gonna get all the fanboys from all the other parts hating on it because it's a freaking exclusive. Yeah. Not to mention that it's like getting trashed on by even PlayStation guys. Yep. So they're just gonna freaking try to beat that shit to the ground, man.
It's crazy, but again, I just still don't get it, because I think I shared the story on air where I wrote a story about how basically all the planets and shit you can name, they get erased after like a few weeks or something, right? Oh, so wow. I wrote the story at like 2 p.m., right? And at 3 a.m. that same day, I'm ready to go to bed, and my Twitter is getting bombarded by people. Oh, why are you lying about the game? What's wrong with you? You're a horrible reporter. They need to fire you. All this shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, look at the updated thread. He said he made a mistake. I'm like, okay, he said this now at 3 a.m. I wrote this shit at 2 p.m. You dumb motherfuckers. So I had to go in there and just put that little update in there and stuff, because these guys were just bombarding the fuck out of me. I've made like mistakes with games before. No one's ever hit me up like that. What is it about this game? It's crazy. But yeah, but again, think about it like this. developer got death threats when the game was announced that it was going to be late. The reporter that reported on it got death threats. No wonder Sean Murray's in hiding right now. And it's funny because remember when before the game came out, he was everywhere. Sean Murray was, I think he came over for Throwdown one time. But now this dude is missing in action.
No Man's Sky does everything that you want it to do, and not any of the things you want it to do.
I have a feeling that Peter Molyneux was controlling this guy psychically. I have psychic powers, and I'm going to manipulate this man.
He's actually Peter Molyneux in disguise.
Yeah, right.
It's really lousy disguise. They put a beard on and curly hair.
And a wig. And flannel.
Yeah, flannel.
Almost 20 years ago, when he was releasing Fable, or 1 or however long it's been, Peter Molyneux planted a seed. And it has been growing, and it grew into a developer. And that developer would make the greatest game of all time.
That developer, Sean Murray.
I don't understand. See, the thing is, the longer they let this go, the more it, compounds the situation.
Yeah.
What are we, if he does come out again, and he starts talking about it, their reputation's already ruined.
Yeah, but it makes it worse. Dude, say something. Even just come out and go, dude, we fucked up. I'm sorry. That's all you need to do. But he's just hiding,
Yeah.
He's counting all that money the game made because the game still made a shit ton of cash.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, man. But there you go. Here's the thing. No Man's Sky, the game has almost, again, like you said, Brett, it's deep, wide as a fucking ocean, deep as a puddle, but stories about this game keep going, man. It's nuts, It
was the next big thing, man.
Yeah.
Just fell on his face.
Betrayal cuts deep.
Betrayal based on your assumptions. Stupid
assumptions and a bunch of unfulfilled promises.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, and the last thing we have here, 2 things involving Call of Duty. This one is crazy. So, you need a physical disc of Infinite Warfare to play Modern Warfare Remastered. If you don't have if you have the digital version, it's fine. But yeah, isn't that insane? But we all know what's going on here because you know what'll happen, right? People will buy Infinite Warfare, download Modern Warfare, and sell that shit. I mean, think about how much hate the game got. The trailer, right? People don't want Infinite Warfare; they want Modern Warfare. So that's what Activision's doing right now. Kind of crazy, but it makes sense, even though it's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
it's not stupid to them. They think they're brilliant. It's like, oh, this is the most hated trailer of all time next to Ghostbusters. What do? Make them play the game. Imagine they did that back. Hey, man, you remember when Zone of Enders, right? We got Metal Gear.
Yep.
We got the tanker. Imagine they said you can't start the tanker mission unless you have a Zone of Enders save on here.
Yes.
So that would be shitty, right? I wouldn't put it past Konami. They just couldn't do it back then. But Activision, just a bunch of tools, man.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, again, I understand where they're coming from, but it's kind of stupid. It's why not just sell the game separately? Oh, actually, I know why. Because no one will buy Infinite Warfare.
Yep, that's exactly it.
No one's gonna buy that shit. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants Call of Duty in space. And then on top of that, you know how games are really, really big now. They require a lot of hard drive space. For this, you need 130 gigs.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So is this Modern Warfare?
Because it's 2 games. It's 2 games.
Jeez.
This is what we come to, man.
Yeah, I played I bought Forza recently, and that was 40 gigs, and that took forever to install and to download. I could just imagine 130 gigs, and I use an SSD, man, and I'm gonna have to delete a whole bunch of shit, man.
Oh shit, yeah, that's true. God
or
damn,
buy a new hard drive.
Yeah, I mean, were you thinking about playing on Call of Duty, Carlos?
Well, I just want to play the campaign. Now that I don't care if it's in space or not. I always enjoy them. They're like popcorn movies. They're you don't really care. You don't delve deep into the plot or anything. You just go for the action and just, because I mean they're fun. They're not bad. I always play their campaigns.
Okay.
The multiplayer can go fuck itself, but
You're the reason Call of Duty still exists then.
oh man, I wish not, man. Nah, but it's like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. Did we really need that? Why are they like people are so hyped over this? And I'm like, why can't you just buy the 360 version and just play it on your Xbox? Or get a PC?
Yeah, but you know what it is, though. People are more excited for Modern Warfare because that's the game they want. They want to go back to that style of Call of Duty. They don't want space or robots or any of that,
Yeah, Call of Duty 4 is turning out to be the Final Fantasy 7 of shooters. It's like we don't care what else is coming out. Like we know that everything's shit, so we just want to like play this game. Like we want this game. We want it now. We want a remake. We want a remastered. We want whatever. Just release it. Fuck,
yeah,
man.
It's stupid. Yeah, I don't care about Call of Duty, but I guess since you care about it, Carlos, you could give us your little review of it when you play it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, that's if I get to the campaign quickly. What else? Hold on, isn't Titanfall come out like the same time?
Basically, there's 3 big first-person shooters coming out, man.
Like Battlefield 1 is around that time.
Battlefield
too, right?
1, Titanfall, and Call of Duty.
I might be playing Titanfall 2 takes priority over Call of Duty, and Battlefield 1 takes priority over Call of Duty. So I might play those before I do Call of Duty.
You playing all of those on PC?
Yeah.
You're gonna Titanfall on PS4, man. Have that disc.
Man,
Didn't you?
I might just get it on PS4, man, just so I can tweet that shit out and get a whole bunch of hate.
Yeah, do it, man. Do it. It's funny because people are like, "Oh, Tony, so I guess you're excited for Titanfall." No, I'm not. I just want to have that picture to troll people. They get so mad over that picture. That's a console war picture. No, it isn't. It's a disc.
And it's crazy,
Exactly.
crazy because like Tony tweets out like people who probably I don't even know if this is true, but like do people who don't follow you like notice the picture and tweet at you because of the picture?
No, it's mostly dudes that already follow me. Like what the fuck? They get really mad. There's one dude, Juan. I think he's Mexican too, man. We're always going at it. This dude is pissed off at me, because of that picture.
Is he the dude with the Microsoft logo in his name?
Yeah, there's a bunch of those guys, by the way.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's the one that has the Xbox controller. It's like a special controller or something. Yeah, if you see anybody with that purple M, be aware it's probably a hardcore X bot. Just know that.
Yeah, who the hell would get that in their name? It's like I wouldn't get that. I wouldn't get whatever the Steam S or whatever or the P for the PlayStation.
That's stupid. Actually, the M is the zodiac sign for Scorpio. That's why they have it.
Oh, okay.
And the problem is, dudes like Aaron Greenberg and all these other guys are encouraging this shit. Now they're actually making little buttons with that purple M. And they're sending them out to select Xbox fans.
Mm-hmm.
They know
you guys are encouraging this shit.
They know they got their minions.
Yeah, I know. That's what it is. That's why they endorse dudes like Crab Gamer and Mooch. Mooch, I got to talk about Mooch real quick. This guy's fucking hilarious. So this he blocked me a while ago because he didn't like that I gave Uncharted 4 a really high review, right? So he blocked me, right? Okay, whatever. He blocked me. Why is it that he blocked me yet he's tweeting a picture of my profile, the picture? He's like, "Oh, this is the face of our enemy." I'm like, I'm an enemy now? Really?
You should have just taken a picture of your Xbox One, be like, what's up now?
I should have taken a picture of my ass and showed it to him. What I should have done. Fucking, but I just find it funny. It's like, I must be like still in this guy's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bothering this dude so much that he blocked me, yet he's still looking at my tweets,
They need fuel, man. They need fuel. They just look wherever they can, be like, oh, what is Tony talking about? What he's tweeting about? He's tweeting about Xbox games. Okay. Oh, he's tweeting about PlayStation. Let me freaking tweet about that shit and talk shit.
Yeah, no, you're right about that because what was I doing for the last couple of days? I've been tweeting out how much fun I've been having in Forza, right? No one cares. So there's anything negative about Microsoft, they come at me. And here's the funny thing. I haven't touched PlayStation in a month. I've been playing on this fucking controller. Is that a PlayStation controller? No, that's an Xbox controller. You know, playing Forza, playing Gears of War 3, playing Recore. Get the fuck out of here, you know? But these guys don't care, you know. It's like Damien, he cherry picks, you know. So yeah, Mooch, you know, he went into like, oh, so now I'm a console war enemy. Okay. Fuck Mooch, fuck Crap Gamer, and fuck all those guys, man. Kiss my ass.
Going down the gauntlet.
Yeah, man. Fuck that shit. All right. Again, you know, we told you guys we had a short show, but it's a little bit too short right now. So I'm gonna fluff it up with what games we have been playing. I think I named all the games I've been playing. Forza and Gears of War 3. I need to finish before 4. Right. Having fun with that, even though it crashes on me all the fucking time. You know, I don't know why that is.
Just don't play Gears of War Judgment, man.
Oh yeah, I know. Everybody tells me that shit. You know, stay away from I have it too because remember, all the Gears games are made available free if you bought Gears of War Ultimate Edition. So I got them all, but I didn't download that one. So yeah, Gears of War 3 is cool. I finished Gears of War 1. I love that game. Gears of War 2 was fucking cool. Gears of War 3 is cool. So I'm very excited for Gears of War 4. Tony, how could you say that? That's not a Sony game, Tony.
Who are you?
Hold on. No one finds a problem with that until you say where you're getting it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, on PC.
Oh shit!
Kiss my ass. Oh man. Oh, by the way, they're making a Gears of War movie again. remember they announced it like in 2007. Now it's Universal is going to try to do it. Hey, but listen, if they get it right, if they get the movie right, it could be on the level of Starship Troopers. That would be cool, but they're probably going to fuck it up.
It probably won't be a comedy.
No, but you know what I mean. It's like a movie where like just dudes killing a bunch of monsters and stuff.
Yeah. Wait, what is this? What movie?
Gears.
Gears of War.
Oh, no. No.
It's like a nonstop action meathead story. Like I don't know how they can make this into a movie.
Well, they said they're not going to adapt any of the games. You won't have Marcus Phoenix or any of that. It's going to be something in the world, but separate. You know,
he'll just walk by like, "Good work, guy."
Yeah.
Because like the only memorable stuff about Gears is like the play like Marcus Phoenix or the Locust and stuff like that. So like, what are they gonna? Why even need the name Gears of War?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they had those Gears of War comics. I didn't even have Marcus Phoenix in them, so I guess they could get away with it. You know, they could do the what is it, the Unification War, whatever the hell they called it. You know, there's a bunch of shit they could pull from. You know.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that the Gears are their military, so you could pretty much put anybody in there.
Yeah.
They need to make a Halo movie, man. Halo has a good story.
Yeah, Halo would be a fantastic movie if they get it right. You know. But I guess since it's going to be like a clean break, it won't have, Coltrane.
Coltrane.
Oh man! All right, so that's what I've been playing lately. You haven't been playing shit, have you?
Nope. I have the BioShock collection just sitting on my PlayStation.
BioShock. Wink, wink, wink. That's all I'll say about that. All right, Chris, man, you been playing anything?
No, actually, I haven't.
Like, man, we ain't found shit.
Yeah.
All right. Carlos, what about you, man?
I've been playing the usuals. Heroes of the Storm. I play that every day. At least one match per day, man. It's my drug, man. I have to have it every day. I've been playing some StarCraft 2 recently. I downloaded and installed Forza 3, and then man, like when it takes me like hours upon hours to download and install a game, what I want to do is play the game right after like it finishes. Mm-hmm. But Forza 3 for some reason had Forza Horizon 3 had a long ass freaking cutscene and this forced story that I didn't want to see, and I couldn't skip. Like I tried skipping it. I was like,
yeah, I remember that.
I used my controller. I was like pressing every button, and then I got my keyboard and I pressed every button. And then I'm like, oh damn! I guess I'm gonna have to go through this. And then I went through the whole like entry thing where you get like 3 cars, right? I think it's like a dune buggy, like some racing cars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the game actually started for me, and then it crashed, and I'm like, I'll go watch Luke Cage.
Yes. Luke Cage Hero for Hire. By the way, go check out our spoiler alert, please.
Yes, check it out.
All right. Brett, you been playing anything?
Warcraft.
How's that working out for you, man? Have you played the new expansion for it?
Oh, I'm pretty much exclusively playing the new expansion for it. It's been more fun than I was expecting it to be.
Nice.
So I'm genuinely having a pretty good time. I mean, you gotta understand, I'm not really excited about anything right now.
Yeah.
So that's as good as you're gonna get.
Circumstances, you're having a good time.
Yeah, given the circumstances, it's pretty all right.
That's good. Yeah, Warcraft. I can't believe that's still around, you know?
Hey, they made it nicer looking.
That's good. Didn't you say you saw the movie?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think?
Was crap. It's a very pretty looking movie. That's about it. Everything else, it's got this, because the Warcraft universe kind of has this overly convoluted story about this wizard, this evil vizier that brings over the orcs, and the orcs aren't green until they go through this green portal. And
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty complicated, and it's literally about a bunch of people you don't care about.
I heard the orcs were more like compelling characters than the humans were.
Yeah, they were. There was, can I spoil the movie for you guys?
Nah, don't do it. There's some people out there may actually care.
I'm gonna say this: all the certain characters in there die. That were the only good characters in the thing.
I remember you tell me that all the orcs are CG except for that one orc bitch.
Yeah, this is one orc. I don't understand what the thought behind this is. Every single orc is CG. Everyone. Except for this one orc lady who isn't CG.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
We interviewed the coalition, by the way, people. Whatever hell her name was.
You should ask her why the hell she's the only orc that's not CG.
Because they had me kiss the white man.
That's it. That's the only thing, I think. It's like, because she's also the least orc-looking orc thing.
Yes.
Like, all she is just like a normal lady with some, like, teeth sticking out on the bottom.
I saw the honest
supposed to be a
trailers.
half orc, isn't she?
Yeah, she's half orc, right?
Oh, I guess, yeah, she's half orc. So that means that she's not CG.
Yes.
I'm surprised they didn't get Zoe Saldana
She
to
should have
play
been
her.
half CG.
Yes.
Because here's the thing: the orcs, the thing that kills the whole orc sequences or any of the CG sequences is the moment that a normal person walks into the shot. Everything looks cool. It's like, oh wow, it looks cool, and then you see her show up, and you're like, oh, instantly everything around her looks like shit.
So according to Mark, he says that she's half orc, half drainy, or Draenei.
But yeah,
Draenei?
Draenei?
I think
Yeah.
it's Draenei.
it's all the old Warcraft lore. I mean, you got to give it to the film that they actually did try to capture a lot of the lore from the original games, but at that point, there's so much crammed into that film that it just is like, what's going on here? It's like Dune. Remember when they did that alternate version of Dune and they give you the cliff notes of every single family in the Dune universe, and you're just like, this is like studying. Who's this guy? What's he doing? This guy's a wizard. He's not. It's all I can say about the film is it's a very pretty looking film, and that's pretty much about it.
Brad, didn't you see the movie too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was all right.
See?
Yeah.
It was a popcorn movie.
What I did, like we rented it for a movie night. With me and the local folks in Philly, with our local friends. We were just like, listen. I know this movie's gonna be a piece of shit. I only really want to watch it for the effects and the world.
I don't think they should just make a CG movie like for using the same CG they use in their cinemas.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't even know why this film is even has real people in it. 90% of the shots have some sort of CG in it.
Yeah, I don't understand why this film exists.
Because it's Warcraft. Because they need money. You know?
I mean, like, WoW came out in 2001. Warcraft was popular in the late 90s. Like,
yeah,
maybe when they would actually use practical effects to make it.
dude. In the honest trailers, I like the way they ended it. It's like, expect the Overwatch movie to come out 15 years from now.
Oh, damn.
A little late to the party, guys, but there it is, Warcraft.
Yeah.
Make a Last of Us movie, man.
That would be cool if they don't fuck it up. Well, they are making it. Isn't Arya in it? Like, she's Ellie, right?
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. They're still working on it.
Carlos, I'm surprised you didn't know about that, man. Arya, man.
She's getting too old, man.
She could be Ellie,
No, they should get the other girl from one that everybody said she was based off of.
Oh,
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page. Yeah, she still looks like she's 4, right?
She's she's like in her 30s, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't she in Inception?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
She was the one that she was the gopher. She's the person that everybody explains stuff to her.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
She's the vector for the audience.
That's crazy. All right, so let's start wrapping up. So a couple of things here. So yes, I want to do this again. So the winner was. See, I don't have this guy's full name here, But yeah, Dear Dad on Twitter. He was on the show before. He's a good guy. So you're gonna get your print whenever Manny sends it.
Well, it'll probably be once I get back next week. I'm probably gonna come back on Sunday evening, and on that Monday I'm gonna get a bunch of things. Reggie got some prints from me and a book.
Yeah, Reggie. So, Reggie. I'll keep it to myself.
So he got some prints. I have the guy who did who I worked with on the Kojima book project. I'm sending him out one, so I got a lot of stuff to ship out next week. I'm also gonna try to get Chris his stuff before his birthday at the end of the month too.
Hey.
Yeah, all right. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. Where's my fucking shit? All right, so his name is Dad Versus on Twitter. He never goes on Twitter, but yeah, he was a really good guest, man. So we're gonna send you that. And thank you for actually. What?
I see this man is in New York. Is he not going to show up at my table?
He said he's met you before.
He has.
He said he's met you before.
I mean, is he not going to show up this year?
Yeah, no, he probably will. Yeah, he lives in New York. He probably will. Hopefully I'll bump into him.
It's actually it's one thing about being at the table. Just being that kind of anchor point is that you get a lot of people who listen to the show and hearing hearing the stories and stuff like that. It's always nice to catch up with people, and it's usually some of it's people that don't actually contact, actually write in the comment.
That's the thing about Throwdown fans. Most of our fans don't talk to us. Mm-hmm. They're hidden. So when they pop up, it's like, whoa, okay,
like the one guy who last year he gave me that one the book the Kojima book, which was this really rare thing. From Europe.
That's right.
He was one of those people that he came onto my work and then started listening to our podcast, which is awesome. So I mean, it's good to see when folks come around and hey, we did it got him to get out of his shell and kind of be a little bit more social.
Yeah. Right. So he left me a message. He goes, Tony, my favorite Metal Gear is 4. It was a perfect end to Solid Snake story. Loved it from start to end. So,
cool.
Pretty awesome. So yeah, you'll get your stuff soon. So, but speaking about contests, we're gonna do the book contest next week. No contest this week. We're gonna leave that alone.
Where's that book?
Give me that book. It's over there. So actually, it's right over there. But don't worry about that shit. All right. So yeah. So we're talking about it. Comic-Con. Pimp your shit.
I will be at table I-1, which is right at the edge when you first come in. So you're gonna see me, Kari. I'm down the road from a lot of really great folks, some friends too, which is great. The colorist who on my old comic book, Charismatic Death Princess, is going to be there.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm actually going to be able to meet her for the first time.
Like you exist.
Yeah, because I got turned on to her work from I knew about her work. I followed her work for a while, and it was actually by chance that she was open for color work, and I was like, I think she can definitely handle the color work on this. So it'd be great, great to actually finally talk to her, as opposed to just typing.
You only exist in my computer.
And the Artist Alley is gonna have a lot of really great folks. You got Joe Mad, friggin'.
Hey, that's me and Chris's boy.
Yeah, man.
I'll see if I can drop by his table and say, "Hey, what's up, Joe? Thanks for the print."
Yes. I'm gonna go by there too. Shit, I'm like, yo, man, you remember me?
Yeah, Arthur Adams is gonna be there. There's a big bunch of people there.
What about Neil Adams?
Neil Adams is on the. Neil Adams is usually on the. He's usually on the show floor.
Yeah.
He's never in the Artist Alley.
I'm too good for the Artist Alley. We make him sound like such an asshole. All right. So again, just to remind you guys, Throw Down Your Questions, episode 104, will not go live this Sunday. We're gonna go on Monday night because Manny and I need to rest.
Yes.
We want to give you guys the fresh shit.
We're gonna both be in our hyperbaric chambers or a giant iron lungs for a little bit, and then come out refreshed.
So what this means is you have one more extra day to ask us crazy shit. So that'll be good. So yeah, just nothing really changed there. It's just for you guys that listen, you're gonna get it Tuesday in the morning instead of Monday morning. But it's like, we switched some days around, but it's better that you get the show. As usual, Manny's the savior of Throwdown. I was ready to cancel both of these motherfuckers. He's like, no,
this guy falling asleep.
Yeah. The guy who's falling asleep wants to save the show, so thank him. And the last thing. This is very stupid right now because we've noticed that our our numbers are dropping for the last couple episodes, right? I come to figure out what it is. So apparently YouTube has this stupid new thing now where you only get notified when some of our videos go live, right? Or when we upload any of them, just some of them. So what you need to do is you need to go into settings, turn that off, right? Turn off, infrequent notifications, then go where it actually says subscribe. There's a little bell next to it. Click on that and it'll let you know about all of our videos, because how it is. And the funny thing is, like, this is how it's been. We haven't been getting that many hits with the videos, but then by the end of the week, it kind of levels out. You know what happens? Because they're like, hey, where's the new Throwdown episode? Oh, it's right there. They don't know. And most of our fans, they listen to a bunch of other podcasts, so we may get lost in the shuffle there. So please click on that little bell, disable the infrequent notification, whatever the fuck that is. Just make it frequent. Fucking YouTube, it's always something, man. I swear.
They're always, every single time, they're just like moving stuff around. And it's like,
fucking stupid. Annoys me. All right, so let's wrap this up. So thank you for watching and listening. Make sure to follow the Coalition at thecoalition.com. Also help support us out by donating to the Patreon page. Subscribe to Throwdown on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Throwdown Show. Links are available in the description below. Once again, I was yours, Tony Polanco, joined by Emilio Lopez.
I'll see you later, guys, and hope to see you guys at New York Comic-Con.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
Later, everyone.
And Brett Murdock. He's muted.
See you later, guys.
Go ahead, Brett.
See you later, guys.
All right, people, we'll see you. Remember, Monday night, we're coming back. Later.
Lucha Underground, people.
Yes. Yo, by the way, before we sign off, Adam was going to be with us tonight, but then he remembered it was his daughter's birthday. He was like, I'm a bad father, man. I almost forgot this shit. Adam will be back with us next week, too. All right, people. Later.
Peace.